nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them, nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick. But you're moving like some waste man. Trying to impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them, nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick. But you're moving like some waste man. Trying to impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Yeah, you know I'm back like black tracksuit with a black top cap. People love to try, people love to lie. People forget stuff, remember that. We done them good, you remember that. We needed someone, here's the facts. But people love to try, people love to lie. Yeah, this is London, mind the gap. Living life just multitasking. Smile like a horror movie, I'm laughing. Motivated and focused, crafting. Dash something in a break, all your eggs in a basket. Can't handle it, why you asking? Can't handle it, why you asking? Can't handle it, why you asking? Please don't try it. Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them, nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick. But you're moving like some waste man. Trying to impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them, nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick. But you're moving like some waste man. Trying to impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Yeah, you know I'm right. Vibes are here when I am outside. Born for the flows to keep the flows tight. Tell me why they love to lie. Soul is dark but the mind is bright. Nocturnal, we live for the night. You wanna try but yeah, not quite. Monster with the bars, yeah, I might bite. If I have to, I tighten up the mic. See me, I don't do it for the likes. Keep it Air Max, yeah, like my knives. Ooh, I like to plan before I strike. But what do they know? Frequency's high, it never gets low. But yeah, what do they know? You're dripping in drama from head to toe. Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them, nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick. But you're moving like some waste man. Trying to impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them, nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick. But you're moving like some waste man. Trying to impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always?
Hello everyone. Happy Monday. Hope everyone is doing good today. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Thank you so much to Maggie for the super sticker. Much appreciated. Thank you. 1 second, folks. Good news today. Some very, very, very good news. Some much needed good news. Yes, Harry will indeed be going to Singapore for the polo match. More about that later on in the podcast, but we're going to start off with some other updates. But I was so happy to see this. I was like, I needed something good to happen. I just needed something good to happen. I think we all did, actually, because it's been, the last week and a half or so, I just did not expect things to take such a turn. And I feel like we all suspected for a long time that, yes, Dan Wooten is a sad little man, but just a sad one. What we've now seen is that he is a Machiavellian, evil, devilish, demonic troll. So he is more than just a sad little man. And I just was not expecting the dark turn, to be honest. But I'm happy to be a platform that is actually reporting on this along with the other Sussex platforms and some other alternative new platforms as well. Actually, I have seen a couple cover this story, so shout out to them as well, because mainstream media isn't even touching this, and it's absolutely disgraceful. Right, let's get on to some other things first. Right, the other day, Willian was giving out burgers, and you probably noticed I didn't report on it because why? But some very crafty squaddies spotted something interesting about this whole so-called shock and surprise visit from William. And someone noticed that this so-called surprise visit was very much pre-planned. And the supposed shock diners that were there when Prince William arrived were actually invited, and this was a closed film venue with a hired van to be photographed and filmed for a publicity video. They were told to stand and what to do when meeting Prince William. And I just find this hilarious because you know that if Harry and Meghan were to show up near down anywhere, I mean, we all remember, for those that were following very early in the days, there was almost like a rock star feel, a Beatles like feel wherever Harry and Meghan went. I specifically remember one incident. I can't even remember what they had gone to do, but I remember the crowds outside and people peeping out of their office windows. And of course, I'm sure we've all seen the infamous Fiji balcony moment where there was just the endless cheers for Harry and Meghan, and I believe that that was one of the moments that really spooked them. Was it Fiji or New Zealand? One of the two. But the Oceania tour, basically, that's when I think the royals really got spooked, which is quite ironic because it was a similar thing with Diana. She had toured with Charles in Oceania, and she was like the star, and he was jealous. But they don't need paid actors to act shocked and surprised, because young, old, middle-aged, the star power just comes wherever Harry and Meghan goes. And somebody, there was a squaddy on Twitter who posted this, and giving out burgers at McDonald's for a job, that's what they wanted for Harry. I mean, these are the type of cartoons that were coming out of the UK. First and foremost, just completely classless. There's nothing wrong with working at McDonald's. Good, honest job, decent pay. But this is what they wanted, or what they thought would happen to Harry and Meghan. And it's just ridiculous. At the very least, even if Harry and Meghan had been a flop with a small L, they would have been pretty good influencers. Like, that is literally the worst that would have happened to Harry and Meghan. But where Meghan was coming from, as a businesswoman, as an actress, as a humanitarian, everything that Harry had done, or he had been allowed to do within the firm, all his humanitarian work, his work as, a soldier, that doesn't just prepare you for the battlefield, at war, it prepares you for the battlefield of life. All of that was preparing both of them to be able to survive and do something amazing away from the firm. And it's almost just ridiculous that anybody thought that these two would flop in any capacity. And really, if it wasn't for their really their security costs, I think there's obviously worry about being able to afford that, because it's just so darn expensive. Their security costs must be insane. But it's work that they're capable of, and they're doing a very good job. Multiple projects. No one's giving out burgers on the Sussex side. Unless it's doing volunteer work. So apparently this was for some eco-friendly company or something like that. Eco-friendly burgers, which is a good cause. However, generally speaking, the royal fan base is very right leaning, and they are a lot more critical of the whole environmental action, climate change action, um, activism. So I don't really know who William is trying to speak to here, because his base, who are royalists, this doesn't really speak to them. But whatever we need to do to get a cool PR shot of us holding a burger. Right, let's go to your comments. Today's not going to be a very long podcast, guys and dolls. Like, no more than like half an hour, because I only had a few updates and just funny laughs. We need that sometimes. Hey everyone, if you're just joining us, thumbs up button and subscribe, please. Personally smitten by Nacho. We are all smitten by Nacho. Yes, actually, let's get Nacho on the screen instead of William holding his burger. Yes, Burger King. He is the Burger King. Oh my gosh. These royal streets are funny. Hey, Hot Candy. Yes, you caught a live chat. Hello. Star, the office crowd was at the university in London. People were standing on their chairs. Yes, I can't remember what the appearance was, but I do remember people standing on all types of things, including chairs, and trying to peep out of their offices. I don't know, maybe William thinks that handing out burgers is going to help the homeless. This is his new helping out the homeless, right? So we're handing out burgers. We're building on royal estates, building housing on royal estates. Oh, sometimes you just have to laugh. Like, it's not funny at all, but sometimes you just have to laugh, because what else can you do? It will just make you want to pull your hair out to really acknowledge just how tone deaf sometimes they are. And of course, we are on day, I don't know, what day are we on? Of Dan Wooten being exposed. Still nothing today. I have no update on Dan Wooten, other than nobody seems to have the backbone enough to say anything about the situation. Nobody in the mainstream media. All right. Let's get on. Yeah, let's get on to the main story, I guess. Harry is going to Singapore. And I believe, I mean, I guess Nacho would be going with him as well. So this was the announcement from, okay, we'll start with Centre Barley's announcement. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, will play in the 2023 Centre Barley ISPS Honda Polo Cup at the Singapore Polo Club on the 12th of August. Mark your calendars, folks, 12th of August. The Duke will play on the Royal Salute Centre Barley team against the Singapore Polo Club team, captained by our ambassador and longtime friend Nacho Vigara. So yes, Nacho is going. Prior to traveling to Singapore, both will participate in a summit on the power of sport, community, and philanthropy at the ISPS Sports Value Summit, a special edition in Tokyo, Japan on the 9th of August. Now, Meghan's birthday is the 4th of August. So, a birthday in Montecito, and then over we go to Singapore. I don't know. We have no word on whether or not Meghan's going. But this is Harry's statement. He said the annual Polo Club is essential to Centre Barley's vital work, ensuring children and young people are healthy, resilient, and able to thrive. The funds raised this year will support our clubs and camps program, which provides intense psychosocial support to young people living with HIV. In a time where being HIV positive is no longer a death sentence, we are empowering young people to know their status, stay healthy, and eliminate the stigma so that we can break the cycle. We are delighted to return to the renowned Singapore Polo Club in August and are once again enormously grateful for the polo community and our sponsors, in particular ISPS Honda, for their ongoing commitment to Lesotho and Botswana youth. the Duke of Sussex. Amazing. And can I just say, since the topic of HIV and STDs were brought up, as the daughter of an infection control specialist, that is my mum's job. And I please encourage everybody who is listening to go and get tested. After every new sexual partner, you should be getting tested. And if you can, before you get into bed with any new sexual partner, you should be, getting tested. There's nothing wrong with asking your partner if you can both go get tested. Even if you are in a relationship or you are in a marriage, you should be going to get tested regularly. It is shocking the number of people, even in relationships, who end up getting infections from their partners. It's unfortunate, but it does happen. So please do get tested regularly, regardless whether you're single, married, and especially if you are having regular casual S. Please take care of your health. And lovely to see that Harry and Nacho are gonna be out on that polo course. Now, Singapore is quite expensive, so I don't know, and polo is very expensive as well. So I don't know if any squaddies are planning on going. If you are, please do let us know, and I would love to have you on to talk about it. I actually have someone. I won't say her name now because I don't know if she wants me to say her name, but a regular squaddie who actually has called into the show. She's in the chat often. Is going to be a volunteer at Invictus. So she's gonna be right in the thick of the action. And she has actually agreed to come on to the podcast after Invictus. So we have an insider, folks. We have an insider. And congratulations to her for being approved as a volunteer. Right. Was there anything else that I wanted to say? No. So we will just end with comments. And then we will wrap it up right there. We'll just keep it short and sweet today. We've got some good news. So, I mean, I did have something else to go into actually regarding Caroline Flack. But you know what? We've got some good news today. Let's just keep it positive and we can talk about that tomorrow. Right. So I'll just end with your comments. Church Nelly, Nacho, man. Church Nelly, one of these days you are going to come up here and you are actually going to sing that so I can actually hear your voice. Oh my gosh. Donna, you said, I doubt Meghan will be going since they have 2 small kids and she will be going to Germany to be with him at the Invictus Games. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, because it's like Invictus in September and then you fly back and then you got to fly back all the way across the world to Singapore. Yeah, I think if anything, if they do bring the kids, maybe to Invictus, probably not to Singapore, but we'll see. That is a very, very long journey. Vera, you said get tested and insist on your partner to stay covered. Yes, indeed. Marjorie, how can you watch the polo game? If I get any details on that, I will let you know, but no details on that so far. If I remember correctly, even the last polo game, I don't actually remember that we got to watch it live, because I think if it's for charity, isn't it kind of closed? And people have to buy tickets to, be able to take part because it's, Harry and Nacho and some other high profile people. But yeah, if I get any details, of course I'll let you know. Gee, Singapore is beautiful. I've been. I mean, I've seen pictures of it. It looks super high tech. So I'm sure it will make a stunning backdrop for Centre Ballet. But Jean, is it not quite humid, or does it get a little bit more cool around that time of the year? Sharon, love to hear Church Nelly sing. One day, Church Nelly, you have to come up here. All right, we will end it there. Thank you as always, everyone, for coming and supporting. So I am moving apartments this week. So I'm not actually going too far from where I am now. It's just obviously any time I have to move. I'm still carrying around like 2 big suitcases and a small suitcase. I need to actually just get rid of some of my stuff. It's just like weighing me down on these travels. But yeah, if maybe I take a day off in the middle of the week, that's probably why. All right, folks, enjoy Barons. See you tomorrow. Ciao.
Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them, nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick. But you're moving like some waste man. Trying to impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them, nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick. But you're moving like some waste man. Trying to impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Yeah, you know I'm back like black tracksuit with a black top cap. People love to try, people love to lie. People forget, stop, remember that. We done them good, do you remember that? We needed someone, here's the facts. But people love to try, people love to lie. Yeah, this is London, mind the gap. Living life just multitasking. Smile like a horror movie, I'm laughing. Motivated and focused, crafting. Dash something in a break, all your eggs in a basket. Can't handle it, why you asking? Can't handle it, why you asking? Can't handle it, why you asking? Please don't try it. Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them, nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick. But you're moving like some waste man. Trying to impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them, nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick. But you're moving like some waste man. Trying to impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Yeah, you know I'm right. Vibes are here when I am outside. Born for the flows to keep the flows tight. Tell me why they love to lie. Soul is dark but the mind is bright. Nocturnal, we live for the night. You wanna try but yeah, not quite. Monster with the bars, yeah, I might bite. If I have to, I tighten up the mic. See me, I don't do it for the likes. Keep it Air Max, yeah, like my nights. Ooh, I like to plan before I strike. But what do they know? Frequency's high, it never gets low. But yeah, what do they know? You're dripping in drama from head to toe. Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them, nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick. But you're moving like some waste man. Trying to impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always? Nah, don't try it. You can't feed me lies, won't buy it. Question everything, told them, nah, don't try it. Yeah, but you're moving like some sidekick. But you're moving like some waste man. Trying to impress me, won't like it. Be yourself, man, please don't try it. Really, why do they always?
For a fact, they both don't like that woman.
Yeah, I told you.
I tell you that because, furthermore, if you look at the situation, their father met that woman when he was 29. Do you know how old Diana was? 16. Diana was 16.
My goodness.
My man
what would they say in 2023?
You see? The eight police have not said anything. Now, when your
severe grooming.
Imagine your mother goes on
TV man.
and says your father and his descendants and his predecessors are bullying me, they're making me not eat, the woman is giving me sleepless nights, and then my mother dies, and then you go and marry that woman. Huh? You think I'm gonna like that woman?
That is a slap in the face.
A big slap in the face. But for William, as you said, he's sucking up because what? For him, he wants to be king.
He wants to be king.
So, but Harry, my guy, my brother, sticking up for his brother.
What you call a man that does not stand for anything, can fall for anything.
He will fall. Look at him, he's just like the wind.
That's why his head is falling as well. His hair is falling out.
Allegedly, he's also like father, like son, I hear. Yeah. He also has a side cupping, but Allegedly, man. Allegedly.
Is this a news flash?
And allegedly,
Are you breaking?
she was there at the
We
coronation.
didn't confirm it. We didn't hear it here.
Me, I'm just talking what I read in the newspapers.
Yeah.
What newspaper is this?
That already she was also there at the coronation. On Camilla's side. That's what I saw.
William had chest, eh?
Allegedly. So for me, I don't think they like her, but they tolerate her.
So they have a Department of Side Peace Affair.
Uh-huh.
Was it me? Did you not see that?